Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Deponia Doomsday. Let's continue. Had to take a little bit of a break. I was at a point where I just wasn't even interested to really listen to all the dialogue, which in a point-and-click adventure game, particularly one such as this, you're not going to be able to get your money's worth if you're just clicking through and skipping all the dialogue. So we've got a lot of things on this screen. We made it to a new chapter, and I don't think time is going to rewind so far back that we end up back in the previous chapter. But who knows? Let's talk to this junk ball student.
What's the deal with those stupid glasses anyway?
They help me to focus on my target.
By making you practically blind?
That sharpens all my other senses and protects me against pollen, household dust, and goat mites. I suffer from allergies, you see.
Well, methinks you stand on the wrong side of the junk ball bat.
So, if he suffers from allergies, we picked up a weed before, so that might play a role. Interesting that we had that whole conversation when I just looked at the character.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, of course. You couldn't know. Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two blind chickens wandered into the field.
Pretty zoomed out here with the camera.
Needed, that eyesight counts for nothing. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh. Hitting the old junk ball?
Battering smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry. He hasn't completed his training yet. That's why he's using the training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata.
Typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look.
But rather than it rains candy?
No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
So let's look at
Pinatas on Barbecue Thursday should be a tradition. And who did it first? Well, strictly speaking, those two.
See if we can grab it.
Stay away from our junk ball training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata.
Typical sighted
Same
person. It's not
line
always
of
about how things
dialogue.
look.
But rather
Again.
than it rains candy.
Let's go and skip
but that
that.
doesn't hurt.
Let's look at this Irish sensei.
Aw, how is he ever going to get his gold back if he can't see the end of the rainbow?
Now, Deponia, I suppose it could be on a Earth-like planet far in the future, but it really doesn't give much of a feeling that it is. It seems to be pretty much just a comically made-up world. Let's talk
What is
to
this supposed
guy.
to be? Zen and the art of beating things up?
Exactly. Only through absolute calm and balance can aggression be perfectly channeled.
Oh. My ass.
So we'll just go ahead and see if this works immediately.
Do not disturb him. He must concentrate on his strike.
Does he occasionally hit something, too?
Not if you keep breaking his concentration, he doesn't. Hey, stay away from our junk ball training bag.
So I don't even know yet why I would want the candy unless I'm trying to get it as a bait to catch this creature up there at top. I'm not really sure why I'm trying to do that anyways. We need to get into the lab and build a new time machine.
Locked. Anything else would have been a disappointment, to be honest.
Okay, so then we need to go to the front, and I guess when we go to the front maybe there will be some other things we can do and interact with besides just a one switch. Yeah, we can go up here, or we can look at the notice board. It's an odd little transition from one side to the other of the screen. I would have animated this differently and not had that transition point. Let's look at the notice board.
Huh.
We have a lot
Photos
of
baby
like windy
wombats.
background
Deponia
sound
4
playing.
walkthrough for sale. Hey, that looks interesting. Do you want to share my lunch with me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
Interesting.
Attention. The bulletin board will change its terms of use. Unwanted comments will now simply all hail to the bulletin.
So we got a note
Do you want to share my lunch with me? That part of the puzzle was easy. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
A romantic ninja. Let's see what the switch does. That switched the... Okay, that switched the flags. Which, okay, that's cool. That might mean something or do something. It moved the goat, at the very least. There's no other way to transition. Let's go in this room. Clearly, we still have a lot to do. And so we've got this childlike character, apparently, is the father of this adult-looking character. Just, you know, subverting expectations. And the mouse cursor is just flickering like we've seen it do in Glitch several times. This game is way too glitchy for a point-and-click adventure. But I guess at the very least we could say it hasn't crashed yet.
What are you doing here? You should be lecturing.
I just wanted to stretch my legs.
Then stretch them back to the lecture hall. And don't come back until the bell is rung. Go on then. Hop to it.
And so McChronicle sitting there with a dunce cap on. So it doesn't seem like we can do anything until we can perhaps distract the father. Alright. And this will just continue to happen as long as the lecture keeps on going, and the lecture will just keep on going forever. So almost in an opposite way of the time loop problem, we now have the time never moves forward problem. Let's see if we put this weed in here.
Somehow I doubt that'll lure the platypus in, spoiled beast.
Let's go ahead and just put the platypus basket here. And
it seems I don't have the right bait for my platypus trap.
Maybe I'm gonna burn something with burn the weed and
somehow I doubt spoiled.
Yeah. I don't know. Otherwise it's maybe an umbrella.
Somehow I spoiled.
We've got this gutter.
All that would do is plug things up.
And there's something we want to do with the gutter. I'm not sure what we want to do though.
All that would do. All that would do.
Okay, back down we go. Let's see. Do you think any of these guys might be related to this note? Let's check that out.
Does one of you by any chance go by the name of Romantic Ninja?
Mr. Rufus, please don't.
You're Romantic Ninja?
How embarrassing.
Did you know that he's a romantic ninja? That according to this note, he bears the black belt in the arts of love.
I wish the ground would just swallow me up.
No, we didn't know that.
Moo-moo.
That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Or so it is written by him. Luckily, I found this note because if you are threatened on the battlefield of love, which apparently applies to me,
Threatened? My katana has ripped your heart to shreds.
he offers the following. You want to share my lunch with me?
Here, you can have it. I've lost my appetite.
Thank you, Romantic Ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten.
Okay, so now we have a fresh sandwich.
He's romantic, a ninja.
A sandwich with the weeds, perhaps?
It already has lettuce on it.
Alright, well, we're really not running into a ton of items. So, I hate that the items move around, though.
Platypuses only eat stale bread, They spit out anything fresh. And then they complain that everything was better back in the day and write embittered online reviews.
Okay. So if they only eat stale bread, let's see if the fresh sandwich in the anomaly will become stale.
What would happen if I were to hold this lunch in there?
Me! Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside, so the sandwich will get old.
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's only good for duck food, and I have to cut my fingernails again.
So would any of these other things specifically get old, or...
That's already abnormal enough. That's already up.
Yeah, it seems like these other items wouldn't... No reason for them
This
to...
isn't a weather experiment. It's a time experiment. Easy to confuse, I know.
So now we have stale bread, an old sandwich.
Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman.
Alright, and that doesn't really change anything, so let's take this. And so we've got a platypus. Are we supposed to put the albino platypus in the anomaly? I don't know a reason now to do that.
That's already abnormal enough.
We could put it on the running wheel and have two of them, I guess, maybe.
Let's see if this can motivate him. Yikes! What's going on?
Me!
So we're speeding up time.
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerd curse? I can remember that. And your answer is?
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. Now, inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time
Cool.
just flies by.
Mama. She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting. Underbite Valkyrie.
Her name is Hildebrand.
Her parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular.
And am I supposed to remember that now, or what? Yippee! School's out!
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do.
So we
Typical,
can just walk
pretty
out of
time is
here?
hardly there, and time just flies by.
I mean, just go up to the tower and see what happens. See, this feels like I'm just going to cause a time loop even faster.
Damn. The anomaly is blocking the exit, but at least I'm not losing any time while I'm trapped in here. Damn. The anomaly is blocking the exit, but at least I'm not losing any time while I'm trapped in here.
So, talk to Goal?
Ooh. I should be mad at her, but you always get...
Talk to the students? Maybe he's supposed to learn a bunch of things.
Have you pressed the button yet?
Nothing! Because there's no point. Oh man, you're just guessing.
Just as you told us to.
Huh, now I'm actually a little proud of you.
Alright, well, let's grab the platypus basket.
Enough is enough here. And, now?
It won't stop thrashing about.
I can see that. And what was that?
It's coming from your coat.
The other platypus is crying.
All right. Nothing but trouble. She could pitch in and help it though.
Perhaps she's realized how pointless his efforts are.
But maybe she's just got an anti-everything attitude that's gonna get her a bad semester report.
So clearly this is Rufus and this is Goal. Let's just see what happens if we use the umbrella in the running wheel.
shame. Oh, just when it was getting exciting.
Boo! Everything comes to an end. Get used to it.
Yeah, it's the same old refrain. Let's get out of here. The annoyingly loud noises and repetitive. Okay. So, the bell rang. Can we now... come in here and talk to this guy? Maybe?
And? Were you able to stem the damage that my son has wreaked upon those poor students?
Stem? I eradicated it.
Hmm.
Which damage were you referring to?
Those stupid ideas about time travel, of course. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create time anomalies. He says he's built a machine in his shed that can travel back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject behind my back. Thankless firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
I wish. Imagine it. My son, of all people, a dreamer, a fantasist. Yes, an anarchist.
Honestly?
Alright, so now we can do some stuff. We have a bird sticker.
A warning sign for birds. Who thinks this stuff up?
Let's grab that.
Birds don't need warning signs. They're free! Free!
Let's take that.
And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so.
Let's see. Let's look at these shards and grab them.
They are pretty. They are colorful. And more importantly, they aren't part of some stupid mosaic puzzle.
Yep, he makes a good point there. That would be annoying.
This is not a pipe? Man, the artist really missed the boat on that one. Ha ha!
Did he just
It is
step
so
on
a pipe. You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes.
I think he may have stepped on the guy. Alright. So, ashtray with weed. We also have a key and a dean.
At least his taste in hats seems to be gradually improving.
So let's just put this with this. And so we can get the dean high. I think that's what we're gonna do.
At least his taste in hats seems to...
Let's talk to McChronicle.
Please, Professor, don't disturb him. He should be given time to think about his mistakes.
That's what I always say too, but it's way funnier when you say it, because you repress your own mistakes.
Okay, looks like we can't probably take the key.
I sense another key moment. Personally, I prefer those break the window and turn the doorknob moments, but hey, you can't always get what you want.
Hands off! That's the key to Junior's laboratory. The whole place is contaminated with crazy ideas.
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Why? Is my tie crooked again?
The way I see it, there's a lot more wrong with you than just your tie.
Good grief. You're right. My pin badge from the Order of Strategic Repression is banana shaped.
What is the Order of Strategic Repression?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, I wonder if McChronicle de-aged him, if that's going to be a part of this, or if this is just going to be left as a gag.
You smoke?
Not anymore. Although on days like this, I wish I'd never quit.
Isn't that a little unreasonable at your age?
The nicotine chewing gum was worse. Destroyed all my baby teeth.
Alright, let's give him the pipe and see if this works.
My old pipe. That's just what I need right now. Oh, strong stuff, this tobacco. Yeah. It reminds me of my college days. We were so crazy back then. So, Lala Cuckoo! Wasn't very good for us. We experimented with everything. With plants, with time, and with women, of course.
I don't really want to hear that.
Mrs. McChronicle was one hot chick.
Too much information.
I was even more crazy than he is today. My mother didn't like it at all. She never wanted me to go to university. I was supposed to take over my father's business in the garage. Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only end in tears. What my butt for my girlfriend. I was already 25. Oh.
So we've got him to stop repressing his feelings, I guess, and somehow we're getting a different ending somewhat there. Or we're just getting really long backstory.
If you may, I may, right?
Sure.
Yippee!
Alright, now is there anything else we really need?
You're sure going to town?
The tobacco started it, and I wasn't gonna smoke ever again. Where's the nicotine chewing gum when you need it?
Maybe we'll get some nicotine chewing gum for him later on. I wonder if I need to talk to him.
He seems much more relaxed. That should have improved my room to maneuver considerably.
I'm feeling fan-dabba-dozy. I just can't quit. Where's the nicotine chewing gum when you need it?
So we'll see if we can talk to McChronicle before we leave.
McDiaper Pants! Your father is distracted. We can go.
Go without me. He's right. I need to think about my errors.
No, he isn't. There are temporal anomalies.
I know. We created them, and as a result, ruined everything.
What, and your plan is to give up now? When everything is at its worst?
Don't you understand? It's always at its worst. This here is no loop. It's a downward spiral.
This might be a reference to the game itself. I don't know. Like, I don't know if the Deponia series is a downward spiral. I think it maintains a level of quality that is maybe not the best point-and-click adventure game ever, but it might be the best in recent memory. There really isn't a lot of competitions for point-and-click adventures out there. It's certainly, this fourth game has had some problems and been obtuse in a lot of places.
Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated to me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance.
This would be funny if Wenzel showed up as soon as he said, I'll require a little assistance. We've got a bronze tap. We've got a tachyon tank. And we've got a time machine.
Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance.
If I went and got gold, I don't think she would know what to do either.
It smells like feta cheese. A professional scientist needs no further evidence to know what to do now.
Alright, let's press it.
As long as the tank is empty, no pressure can be built there. As long as the tank is empty, no pressure can be built there.
So do we need just like a hose?
They are pretty, they are colorful, and more importantly, they aren't part of some stupid mosaic puzzle.
Let's just go play with the bronze tap, I guess.
Yeah, this is nothing but waste oil. Somehow I had expected liquid bronze.
So we have waste oil, we have a time machine, and what else can we do or interact with? Like, we kind of don't have anything we can do. We could try these shards of glass on the junk ball
Do not
students.
disturb him. He must concentrate on his strike.
Does he
If we could
occasionally
change
hit
his
something
glasses,
Not if you keep breaking his concentration, he doesn't.
we could move the goat around. I don't know a reason to do that. Though. Yeah.
What is this supposed to be? Zen and the art of eggs.
Let's skip through all this because we've already heard all of this, I think.
Well then, let's see what you can do.
I can't even see properly with these ridiculous glasses.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. When I could see, I thought it was a good idea to marry Mrs. Sensei.
Was she also blind?
Okay, that's done it. Show this big mouth what you've learned.
Did I hit anything?
Yes, the core of the first lesson. You will not hit your target as long as hitting is not your target.
So it does seem like I'm supposed to make some different glasses.
Do
But
not
where
disturb
would I
it.
get the
Does he
frames?
Not if you keep...
Hey, stay away.
Where would I get glasses frames?
Ah, you're still here.
Of course, Mr. Rufus.
After all,
We are on the cusp of an epical discovery.
And anyway, there are junk ball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're off to... the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Wow!
Cool.
Okay.
Impressive, isn't it?
So these guys are the ones that are going to help me.
Me!
Ah, Nerdberg?
Oh! An impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Time portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The turquoise tunnel, as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question. How to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front must be the tachyon tank.
What, the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
you need a substance that emits tachyons.
Ugh, by the
Okay.
smell, I'd say it used to contain fetid cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzles so they concentrate on the thinnest place in space-time. You can detect a so-called potential portal with 4D glasses.
Interesting.
4D glasses, feta cheese. Anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into interim time, are you?
And why not?
McChronicle says it's too dangerous. It could perforate the whole of space-time.
Oh, hogwash. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket.
Will that be in the exam?
So, we need to make 4D glasses. Let's see. Shards of stained glass with the suit.
Who can tell me what this is? Junk? Either that, or a set of 4D glasses.
No, it's junk.
They're not finished yet, okay?
Okay, so we need more things. We've got some different things that people we can talk to.
They expect great things. I won't disappoint them. So, children, time to review the material. What do you need to open a
So it
temporal
seems like
or
it's the
time
same
portal?
response each
Some
time.
4D glasses to detect thin places in space-time. They are made of colored glass and some glasses frames.
Okay.
Exactly, Hildy. Something that emits tachyons.
Full marks. I'm proud of you.
You can stop this whole professor ruse now. We're the smart kids, remember?
Of course you are. After all, you learned from the best. Professor Rufus. Ta-da!
So it's always going to be mumbled as far as what the third thing is that you need. But we're going to have to make some progress to get the first couple of things. Let's see. Nose board, I don't think there's anything
I'm
else
going to
on the notes
unfriend
board.
anyone who posts photos of capuchin monkeys.
Alright. Back to the admin office. Could we possibly get the Dean's glasses or McChronicle's glasses? I mean, there's a lot of people with glasses here.
I'm feeling fan-dabba-dozy. I just can't. Where's the...
Well, it's been another 30 minutes. I feel a little bit laid back on this, and frankly, I think we're gonna kind of have that experience for a while, where we're just going to have take our time and have kind of a relaxed experience. Not really a lot of commentary to say, because a lot of it is just repetition at this point. It's same old things. We're making progress. That is cool. Yes, but we still have a decent amount of things to do. But we might be getting close to the end. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.